Since we are in the season of Oktoberfest, I figured this would be the perfect time to talk about the history between Puerto Rico and Germany. Anytime we ever talk about the Caribbean, in terms of beverages, it's either coffee or rum. And anytime we ever talk about beverages in Germany, we're often going to talk about beer. Prior to the 19th century of Puerto Rico under Spanish rule, only people of Hispanic descent were allowed to visit Puerto Rico. That law was lifted in 1815 by King Felipe of Spain. That law was called Real Cédula de Gracia de 1815. The purpose of this law was for two reasons. First reason was to make an economic boom in Puerto Rico. And the second law was to try to whiten our population. They failed miserably because they brought in more African slaves than they brought in white merchants. Hence why Puerto Rico today is still very much a mixed population. But I digress. That being said, many merchants from Portugal, Italy, France, and Germany started making their way to Puerto Rico. And then the economy is booming at an all-time high, using the island's natural resources, sugar, coffee, tobacco. On the west coast of the 1800s, specifically Mayagüez and Aguadilla, that's where they were growing all these things I just mentioned. And they also had shipping ports to send and receive goods. It was said in this article, Germany annually would receive over 1 million pounds of coffee from Puerto Rico, along with 400,000 kilograms of sugar, 7,000 kilograms of cotton, and almost 300,000 kilograms of tobacco. And Germany, in return, would send grains and would send random manufactured products like pianos. And during the economic boom of Puerto Rico, it created a financial and industrial revolution and increasing a better quality of life and education. And in doing so, we started to experiment, tapping into other types of agriculture, such as wheat or barley, ingredients needed to make beers. Once we found the right soil in certain regions of Puerto Rico, that's where we started making our own beer. Where not only did we eventually create our own cerveza boricua, but we also created our own malt beverage, mixing barley with sugarcane, estilo boricua. And as time went on with our creativity, we created a wide variety of beers. Whereas fast forward to today, our creativity has reached a whole other stratosphere, where we got yuca beer and paicha beer. 100% locally made, baby! So the next time you're in Puerto Rico, sure, get your basic piña colada, get your rum and coke, get your coffee, but I encourage you to try a local beer. We have a wide variety of options. And there's only more to come provided by your favorite rappers, so be on the lookout. That being said, es Lev Deutschland, que viva Puerto Rico, y salud. Side note, I didn't think about Schomburg until like midway when I was making this video. I'm like, damn, I could have included him somewhere in this video. It's like the perfect representation of Afro, Puerto Rican, German heritage. But I did talk about him in my Black History Month video. Make sure you check that one out. Nonetheless, this one's for you, Schomburg. We love you.